Hello and welcome to another episode of the Red Delta Project podcast, where we teach you how to maximize your results with minimalist fitness strategies like grind-style calisthenics and diet-free, satisfying, healthy eating strategies. My name is Matt Schifferly, founder of the Red Delta Project, author of several books on Amazon, including Fitness Independence and Smart Bodyweight Training. Today's topic is 3 major tips to maximizing your results, even though your life is going all higgly-piggly. So the 3 tips to helping you get these better results are the 3 Ps. Now, I talked about the 3 Ps already when it comes to satisfying healthy eating strategies: plant, protein, and portion. You take care of your 3 Ps with most every meal that you eat, your diet's pretty much set. You don't have to worry about maintaining weight or anything like that. You're pretty much set as long as you are mindful of your 3 Ps. Well, when it comes to optimizing your results, even though your resources may be a little on the short side, you have 3 Ps for this as well. The first P is prioritize. Prioritize what's important to you and your goals and objectives. And this alone can save you a ton of time and effort, because especially these days in fitness, there's a million different directions you can go into. You could be an endurance trainer, you could be a triathlete, you could be an adventure racer, you could be power lifter, you could be bodybuilder, you could be calisthenics and street workout and kettlebells, and there's a million different things you can do. And unfortunately these days, all the experts are saying that their way is essential to be in shape. Like, you cannot be strong unless you deadlift. You cannot have endurance unless you can run half a marathon. You cannot be flexible unless you do yoga and all these sorts of things. Understand this: nothing is necessary. You don't have to lift weights. You don't have to run. You don't have to do yoga. You don't have to stretch. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. That is super important. What you do have to do is satisfy the natural principles for your goals, which is why I cover those in my book, Fitness Independence. Once you identify and prioritize what your objectives are, you can take 99% of all the other stuff and throw it in the trash. You don't have to do any of it. It's not important unless it's important to you. And you can make that decision. Like, for me, muscle ups are not important at all. I don't care about muscle ups. They're not at all in any way, shape, or form important to me. I can barely do them, and even when I do them, they're really sloppy and crappy. And if I go my entire life with sloppy, crappy muscle ups, I can definitely die happy knowing that. There is not at all a priority for me on that one, which is why I don't prioritize it in my training. I'm not going to spend the time and energy trying to do a better muscle up, because it doesn't matter to me in the slightest. Now, you, on the other hand, may have the opposite approach. You're like, dude, muscle ups are like the main thing I want to accomplish. I just want to be a muscle up master. Okay, then you need to prioritize that. Don't listen to me saying bridges are the most important thing in the world. If it's not going to help your muscle ups, it's not that important. So prioritize your goals, prioritize what's important to you, and hone in on the few very important variables and influences that are going to get you towards that objective. The second P is plan. People who save a lot of time and get a lot more done plan things out. They plan when they go grocery shopping. They plan what they're going to shop for. They plan out their workouts, when they're going to work out, what are they going to do. Planning saves you so much. Because when you go into your workouts or the grocery store or whatever without a plan, it's so easy to get distracted. There's shiny objects all over the place, and I'll just do this and I'll do that. And you have no definitive endpoint. But when you have a plan, you're like, all right, my plan today is 3 pull-ups and 3 sets of pull-ups. You go in, 1, 2, 3, you're done. And that's it. So when you have a plan, it gives you guidelines, it gives you direction that you can head into. Now, that doesn't mean that your plan can't have flexibility. By all means, the 2 worst things you can do is to have no plan, so you have a ton of flexibility and you're just going every which way and whatever, and you're wasting a lot of time and energy, or having a plan that is strict and dogmatic that you can't be flexible about, because that sets you up for that all or nothing mindset, which, as I've talked about in previous podcasts, is more toxic than cancer. All or nothing is horrible. So instead, it's just like when you're trying to go anywhere else in life. You're driving somewhere, or a ship captain trying to navigate things. Suddenly things happen. There's an iceberg in the way, or weather or whatever. You're like, we've got to make changes according to our current circumstances. But you're making those changes based on your current plan. But when you don't have a plan, you just kind of pinball all over the place and you waste a lot of time and energy doing whatever. And of course, the third P that I talked about in last week's episode was progression. When we focus on progression, it breaks us out of the work harder mentality, because one of the most wasteful things you can possibly do is make your entire fitness approach based on just expending energy and trying to beat yourself up and spend a lot. Like, I'm just gonna make my muscles really tired in today's workout, and I'm just gonna make myself exhausted with lots of cardio and stuff. Fatigue and stress does not change the body. It breaks the body. It's education and progression that makes you move forward. So when you focus on progression, that saves you from the work harder method, where you're just trying to endlessly spend time and energy. When you focus on progression, you focus on doing one tiny little thing a little bit better in this workout, and that's going to move it forward. So again, 3 sets of pull-ups, like 3 sets of pull-ups, but the last set was really short range of motion. Okay, so you've written down in your log and say, to make progress today, I'm going to do 3 sets of pull-ups, and in the last one, I'm going to get the chest to the bar every single rep. And then you get like chest to the bar for the first 8 reps. Then you write down in your next workout, next time I'm going to get chest to bar for those last 2. And then the next time you have 3 sets of 10 chest to bar every single rep on the last one. Congratulations, you've just made progression. It didn't take you any more time than before, took a little bit more energy and effort, but it wasn't extreme, and you have now told your muscles to be stronger, and you're getting better at pull-ups because of progression, not just endless expenditure. So the quick recap is prioritize what's important to you. Don't worry about the other stuff. Plan, so you have a general plan of what you're going to do, and be flexible as events warrant, but stick to your general plan that focuses on simple, basic strategies. And then 3 is focus on progression and doing things just a little bit better from one day or week to the next in order to make progress. That's how you're going to get the best results from having to expend the least amount of time and energy, and you don't have to make this whole fitness thing the entire cornerstone of your entire life, and everything else has to get pushed out to the side. It's all about maximizing your results with minimalist approaches. That's going to get you the biggest bang for the buck. All right, I'm done talking. If you're listening to this on Apple or podcasts and stuff, don't forget, reviews are very much appreciated. Please do share, spread the word about this. If it's helpful to you, it'll be helpful to your friends. If you're watching this on YouTube, check out these videos here for more. Subscribe, because I'm coming out with these every single week. And as always, thoughts, comments, and questions about progression. What are some of your best tips that you can share with the RDP community? It's much appreciated. I'll talk to you next week. Till then, be fit, live free.